Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers. This is your outlook for October 10th, 2013. And big story right now we have for today and the next couple days will be this coastal system that's sitting off the Carolina coastal line right now and pumping up some precipitation. Now, this is the time this video is recorded is not quite getting into the majority of area, just starting to rain lightly here in South Jersey here, and trying to cross the border here to Pennsylvania, but there's some dry air up above it here, so this is a lot of this is falling apart as it tries to move northward. Now this system is way off the Carolina coast now, so it's down here pretty far to the south, but it's going to move very slowly northward and end up in a position right off the Delmarva coast here, we think eventually. Take a look at the SPC mesoanalysis here, and this is where the system is here. Here's North Carolina, sitting right off the coast here. Not very strong. 1,012 millibars is not a very strong system, but we have a high pressure off to the northeast here. It's not pictured here, and because it's up there, and you have you're gonna have winds converging in between the two of them and creating kind of like a tunnel effect of the winds. So there is a concern that along the shore points at least, and even some points in inland New Jersey, you could have some high winds, gusting over 40 miles an hour in some spots, especially along the coastline here. So they will be dealing with some coastal flooding issues, but I think it's mostly from the surf. It's not as much from the rain. And to get into the future radar off the new NAM high res, is off the 0Z high res NAM here, and this is starting off at 4 o'clock in the morning here. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, you see the precipitation moving to the northwest here. So when you wake up here in the morning on Thursday, it should be raining in most of the locations, the exception being northeastern PA. And then throughout the day, this works its way northward. Here's noon. And you see this is not really heavy. This is a composite loop here, and you're not really getting any heavy precip. This is just light, persistent, very light showers. And so we're not expecting anything really heavy here on Thursday, but it will be persistent, and you might have some times that it lightens up a little bit or turns into just a cloudy drizzle type thing. And it's not going to be anything that's going to be too big of a deal on your day on Thursday. Then once we get into Thursday night, this continues overnight here, kind of reloads here a little bit Friday morning, and it's actually showing some heavier stuff here come in on Friday morning also. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but then through the day Friday, this precipitation lasts and then heads more across the northern areas at that point, at least according to the NAM anyway. And then look what it does. This is Friday 11 o'clock at night, and then the next frame is 2 a.m. Saturday. It's starting to clear out. This stuff's disappearing. And so this is 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Now you still, even though it's not showing you precipitation falling here, I'm willing to bet that there's going to be there's still definitely going to be still clouds around here. A lot of still going to have an onshore flow, so clouds and perhaps some spotty drizzle here over much of this area here. So even though it's not showing these rain sitting over top of it anymore, it's not a steady rain, but now we're getting the clouds and drizzle. So for much of our forecasts, of course, it's location dependent, but we have clouds and drizzle hanging around on Saturday. So even though it's not going to be a steady rain, it's not going to be the best of days on Saturday either. I think you have to wait till Sunday until you get rid of the precipitation completely, and then you start getting peaks of sun beginning on Sunday. Now here's the total precipitation. Now this is I'm going to show you 3 different models here. Here's the latest NAM here. Majority of the along the coastal areas are the heavy precip, but look what it does here in PA now. Now it doesn't these blues here, these are all under 1 inch totals. So NAM is not very impressed with the inland areas. This is what we thought all along, and we kind of got a little bit of slack for it as we put this information out before, but really don't think the inland areas get too much. I just really don't. I know that some of these other models are really saying yes. We'll go to the GFS here. GFS has it way in, and this is wrong. I'm telling you right now, this is wrong. The cutoff is more oriented. This is more like southwest northeast here with these little lines here. Like if you're going to say this area has maybe 2.5, this area has 2, this area has 1.5. You could do it like that, but the way this is oriented on the GFS is just completely wrong, and I don't think precipitation gets anywhere near Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, but yet the GFS has that. So we're kind of going to dismiss this one here, but European models set up a little bit better, and a large part we considered when we did our alert map, we considered the very heavily weighted the 12Z European model from Wednesday here. And you can see it's pretty tiered here, and we're not looking at Yeah, it still has these robust amounts here that are across interior Baltimore, Washington, interior eastern Virginia, eastern North Carolina, and then along the shore points where it would be your heaviest rainfall. And then your over 1 inch line kind of runs out here by Harrisburg to Allentown to northwest New Jersey, and then all up in this area here. In north and west there, you're really not getting as much. This is what the European model did today. I still think we're on the higher, we end up in the lower end of our ranges here. I'll show you our map here real quick. Here's our alert map and our expected total rainfall. And again, it's set up structure very much so like the European model here, with 2 to 4 inches of rain down in this area. Then you get up into Philadelphia, you're in the 1 to 2 inch range category, but I think you're closer to 1 inch here. I really think you're on the lower end of these ranges. You're probably closer to 2 inches here in this area here. And, up in Allentown here and up over to Harrisburg, get between 3/4 of an inch and 1.5 inches. I think you end up closer to 3/4 of an inch. So I really think you're on the lower end of this. And, I might be eating crow for saying that, but I really don't see these impressive amounts from this system. And that's because what we think is going to end up happening is the coastal low, as it meanders northward, is actually going to transfer, or well, at least get robbed of its energy by a system to its east, and that was actually the remnants of the former tropical storm Karen. So if that continues to do that, and that's what the NAM showed this evening, that continues to do that, it takes energy from our coastal system and renders it weak. So it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. We've had this idea for a couple days. We had to do the responsible thing here and put this map out here, but I'm telling you, I'm really thinking this is going to be on the lower end of these totals, but time will tell, and we'll see how we work out with that in the coming days. But right now we're looking at this system, for the most part, to be done by Friday, or late Friday. And then Saturday, you might have some clouds and some drizzle hanging around here. But for the most part, this is just a Thursday-Friday deal as far as the steady light rain that we're expecting in the showers. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for October 10th, 2013. Have a great Thursday.